Welcome, welcome everyone. How amazing to see you, to be here together in this amazing new year. So, Akasha here, Nan Akasha, and it's been quite a long time since I've done a live stream or a Facebook Live, and many of you know why. That indeed what I have been doing is a massive transformation of my own. I'm a huge fan of transformation. I'm a constant student as well as teacher of light work, energy work, mastering your mind, and every other form of becoming aware of who you are, letting go of what we call the low energy or what you might call dark energy, the struggle, the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger, the grief, the regret, all of those beliefs, thoughts, memories, the things we think things mean, and the things that we're trying to achieve are all holding us back. Everything that you've thought was what you were meant to do is up for grabs because we're in a whole new world. So it's exciting and it's a little bit daunting because we've never walked this way. Not only are we starting yesterday through the 13th of January is a cosmic alignment of different planets, which of course each having their own energies and gravitational fields impact each other and us. And those energies aren't just energetic to change the weather, they change the magnetic makeup, the frequency, the vibration, or the state of consciousness, however you want to see it, of everything. So the entire planet, you, me, the plants, the dirt, every part of Gaia, Earth, the clouds, everything that is a part of this world we're in is in what I'm calling a cosmic corridor. So today we're going to, because it just started on Monday, on my twin's birthday. Woo! So, hey everybody, it's so wonderful to see you again. Many blessings in this new world, in this new decade, in this new earth that we are creating. The most important thing I feel right now is that each of us walk our own path in the most authentic way. And what that means for most of us is there's a lot of shedding. There's a lot of realization. There's a lot of what we would perceive or call loss, failure, confusion. And with that training we've had, that conditioning to our mind to constantly be in judgment of ourselves, to constantly be judging and assessing and comparing ourselves and never feeling good enough or satisfied or having the need for, well, when this happens, I'll be able to relax, or when this happens, I'll stop working so hard, or when this happens, then I'll be good enough, happy enough, whatever, I'll do what I really love. All those things, yeah, we all have it. We all have it because every person alive today have had some form of conditioning from family, society, culture, institutions like school or religion, work. And it's just the way it is. It isn't good or bad. It's just the way it is. But what the hell, right? You look around the world right now and it literally feels like crazy town. And I actually called my 86-year-old parents the other day because it was my father's birthday. And they were watching the news. I almost fell out of my chair. I haven't watched the news in, I don't know, 30, 40 years. I never really did much in the beginning, but I make a point to not watch the news. In fact, I haven't been on Facebook very much for months and months and months because my beloved soulmate, Chris, had a very severe seizure in June, and he hasn't worked since. He is getting better, and it was a massive breakdown and a breakthrough. They're the same thing, by the way, and they're both good. So that's why stop judging what's happening to you as good or bad, as, oh my God, this happened because I didn't do that, and I didn't work hard enough, or I didn't save my money, or I didn't, break up with that person sooner, or whatever. It is not a moment anymore. Time is moving too fast. You know it. Energy is changing too quickly. You feel it. Everybody has been through the ringer and through massive change. My blessing is that I've worked so freaking hard, and then I stopped working hard and just did it every day as part of my life. On myself, learning how do we create our own reality? What the hell's up with this? I don't want to create that ever again. How do I find peace? How do I stop the pain? All the things that happen in our lives direct us along the path. And how are we directed? Through our emotions, right? And the emotion comes in, but it's just a wave of energy. You and I and everyone else on the planet gets to decide what meaning you give to that feeling. So my daughters in the moment, they used to love the beach. Right now they say they don't. So I love the beach. I live on the beach. I'm looking at the beach. I can't get enough of the beach. I look at it and I drink it in, and the energy and the cleansing and the peace and the power of all the energies involved in everything I can see, from the sky and the clouds to the wind and the sand and the ocean and so on. They come into me and they lift me up. It is an empowering experience. For them, or for some people, that is an energy that drags you down. Somebody might have had a scary experience. Maybe they almost drowned in the ocean. They don't want to see the ocean. They don't want to go near the ocean. When they see the ocean, they start having a panic attack, or they go into fear, right? So it is not the thing ever in your life, the thing that happened, the person, the place you are, that is causing the struggle, the pain, or whatever it is that's holding you back. Okay, because there's many, many layers to you, and it's all energy. The only part that is not subtle is the physical body that you can touch, and yet it's still all energy. And so, as an enormous energy being, you know you have a mind. We call that your mental body. You know you have emotions because they kick your ass or lift you up, right? And they can come out of nowhere. They react to the input of what's happening around you. And they go into your brain, which has neural pathways that say, when this happens, it means this. And that means that I should feel this way. So these things are already in there. And right now, like it or not, everybody, every plant, every animal, everything on this planet, in the planet, around the planet, in the vicinity, is going through a massive, massive transformation. Now, it's been happening, right? We've had massive moments, and we've been doing these equinox retreats, and woo, we're going to do another one this March. I'm so happy. We had to cancel the one in September because of Chris, because of our healing and what was optimal for everyone. But and so what we're going to be doing is that now you can see that this is the age of transparency, and you can see that this is the age of transformation. And this year, some people don't consider the first year, 2020, to be part of the decade, because if you count it out, that would be 11 years. So this year, in and of itself, is a massive transition zone. And this next week and a half, or whatever it is now, till the 13th, is a massive cosmic corridor. And what does that mean? It means you happen to be walking through a certain kind of weather energetically. You might as well be aware of it and take advantage of it to get the maximum possibility for you to come into this next decade as pure as possible. So I was not going to do any of this. I've been very off the grid and was entering the year slowly. And Monday was my children's birthday. I told you I was having a lot of fun. We don't live near each other, but we spend a lot of time talking and playing and watching games together and movies and whatever. And so then I went for a long walk on the beach, and I talked with the moon, and all of this came through because I personally was aware and have been mentioning to my Light Body School and my community about this cosmic corridor that's happening. I've been saying, get ready throughout the time of being in the awareness of what we're moving towards. So as every year ends, you want to kind of go, ooh, let's look at it, let's let go, let's see if there's anything I'm still holding on to that I really don't need to. What can I cleanse, like a snake shed? So we use a lot the Mayan god Kukulkan, or the Aztecs called Quetzalcoatl, and it's a plumed serpent, and they revered the serpent because it would shed its skin. And the way that it moved represented the way that energy moves or sound moves, waves up and down. This is also the way life is. Energy doesn't keep going up. So these concepts in business of my company needs to grow 50,000% every single year goes against everything in nature. And if you look at the different beliefs and thoughts that you've had, that you've been given from your family and your culture and your society and your experiences and what you brought in through your soul blueprint and so on, this is a moment that you and your soul, the higher part of you, designed and decided to be here. So if you're here right now, if you're here right now, you are here for a reason. Your soul steered you here to be here. And if you're in a massive breakdown, if you're in a complete, I don't know what, like us, we've just let go and shed and let go and shed, and who we thought we were and what our goals were and how we thought we were going to get there, and have to come down to zero. So this is what we've been doing for over 7 months as we go deep along the path of discovering, well, what does this mean for Chris and for me? He isn't able to learn or to focus. He can't be near computers and things. And this was his main primary work, was on computers. And so the shift is literally what you would call a metamorphosis. And you've probably been through one in some form, in some area of your life in the last year, for sure, maybe before that, many times. We're going to go through a process that we're going to channel and guide today with all of our guides, where the first part is going to be about shedding. So if you have the opportunity to write anything down, I would write down, I enter 2020 pure. And when you say and write this, it's a command. And a command is that you are using your energy, your word, as the creator of your reality to decide and to declare what it is you want to be true. And believe it or not, that is the truth. Now, you can say, but I say I'm rich every day and I'm not rich. That's because you're just saying it and you're not doing the energy work that has to go in to find those things we just talked about that say it's not safe to be rich, you're no good with money, if you get rich, someone will attack you. As a 30-some year hypnotherapist and a shamanic journey, so I combine, excuse me, when I work with people, and in the school, I combine different forms of energy work. As a homeopathic doctor, I understand the vibrational medicine and radionics and frequencies and sacred geometry and symbols and elementals and crystals and shamanic journeying and hypnosis, and all of these different things come together. So as I guide you through the experience today, you're going to want to be relaxed, be able to lay down or sit down if you can, shut the door if possible, and turn off your bingers and bongers, your reminders and your notifications on your phones and computers. And the best thing is to be in a place of just acceptance. So in a moment, I'm going to share more about what this time is about and what you can do. And then we're going to go through, okay, what does it mean to shed? What are we going to do in the purify section of this guided experience? And what is the prepare? So what I want you to understand is that you can then use what you do today and replay it. So you'll have it here. We'll also send it out to anyone on the email list at nanakasha.com. So please feel free to go over there and you could replay it. The experience itself will change every time you do it because it is an organic, energetic experience that is now imprinted into a sphere, so to speak, into a moment, into a thing. And because you're here, you're part of making that energy. So thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome if you're just coming on. We're going to do the live experience, obviously. Enter 2020 pure. What I want you to do is don't worry. I've done so much of this work over many decades, and I've traveled around the world and worked with all kinds of different people in different modalities and different cultures. And it's fascinating because what went with me everywhere was my fear that I wasn't good enough and I wasn't going to do it right and I wasn't going to receive enough information and then I was going to screw it up and what was going to happen next. And I want to invite you right now to begin to write down on your paper what you are ready and willing to shed. Okay? So we always begin with declaring, I'm ready and willing and open and receptive to release and shed that which is no longer optimal for me, and to purify my field and prepare for the most optimal 2020. So you leave it open to let your higher selves and guides that you've engaged with that see and understand the bigger plan and your path and who you're becoming and how to get you there, like Zen masters, like gurus and people who know. There's these spirit guides, these energies are with you always, always. So one of the things I'm doing right now is private readings and private journeys with people, because a lot of your guides are changing right now, because this is a completely new world and we're designing the world. So what you shed today, you shed for everyone. What you purify today, meaning how open and receptive can you begin? How much can you let go, unhook from the beliefs and the fears that are holding you back? And how much can you just be present in the moment, calm that mind, stop thinking and judging and analyzing and trying to figure it out? You've got to let your sacred feminine, your intuitive side, come forward and be as powerful as the part of you that you have been taught and conditioned needs to figure it out, plan it, work really hard physically and mentally, and never let yourself rest. That was a common habit for me and many of my clients and many of the people that I know, and being from the Midwest and in the US and other things like that. There's a lot of that. So all these ideas that you haven't done this and you should have done that, and why did you do this and you really blew it with that, this is the time to say, I shed that shit. Okay? I like that. I shed that shit. I'm going to write that on my list here. All right. I'm going to mute myself for a sec, if I can figure out how, because I need to take a sip of water. But keep writing down what you want to shed, what you're willing and ready, ready and willing and open and receptive to let go of. And I like to say with ease and grace, and don't get too specific, because we're going to just go to optimal. So you can write down anywhere on your sheet that looks nice, put a little heart around it. What is optimal for me at this time? There you go. Got my bad singing too. So vibration is great. Excuse me. So I'll give you some bells. So everything we do is going to be what is optimal for me at this time, for you at this time. So everything I do, whether it's like this or in the school or in a retreat, it's always optimal for you. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new to it or you've done this for a million years. Wherever you are now, you're going to go to the next level of your own personal experience, right? Your own personal path. And so what's best and for you next is going to be different than for somebody else. All right? So write down more things. I shed that shit. Fear has been a big one for me, because ever since Chris had his seizure, I've had a lot of fear. All right, good. I got that sip of water, boy, I needed that. So it was an opportunity for me to see that even though I've been working intently on myself every day, I activate my light body, I'm creating, I'm teaching, I'm writing, I'm doing new experiences, I'm talking to nature, I'm doing my very best. I moved out to the beach. We're very remote. There's houses around us, but we're like 25 minutes from a town. And I just see ocean and I hear ocean. And if it's super windy like it was the other day, it's a little right? But you're so in tune with nature. I was like, the winds of change. Okay, let's make it happen, And then today I woke up and it was like a lake. And I need that connection. I need to get outside every day. So if I work a lot, I have to make sure I go out in the morning and go out at night, even if it's for 5 minutes and my feet touch the ground. That connection keeps me connected. And I have other things that help that. So when the fear comes up, it's an opportunity. I want you to understand that right now, that any emotion that comes up, if it's icky, like, whoa, that's a low one, right? That's an opportunity for you to see that you still have something inside of you that's attracting that, that's creating it. It's a thought or a belief. It's a cellular memory. So every level of your being carries different patterns and programs. And the cool thing is when you go, like we're going to today, deep within, and you relax and allow yourself to expand into a higher level of consciousness, which is what you're going to do, you get to let go or transcend a lot of the struggles, the fears, the time loops, the mind loops, right? When you're like, you keep thinking about something over and over. Well, a lot of the fear that I experienced was obvious in the beginning because it went from seizure to epilepsy to brain tumor and so on and so forth. And the growth in his brain is not a tumor, but we're watching it, and I'm working on it with light work, and it's got the seizure, the brain, it was so severe, the brain has, the chemistry so far off. There's other things causing, dizziness and tired. So he went through phases. And so each of these phases, we didn't know exactly what was going on. And I'm not willing to hand over myself or any of my loved ones to the medical community and just let them tell me what it is. So I'm doing my own work, inner and energy. I'm contacting all kinds of people around the world who different forms of medicine and energy work and diagnosis and analysis. And we're coming at it from every direction. What this does, though, was it kept me so busy because it was like having a newborn. I had to be there all the time. I had to be aware, but take care of everything, take over the taxes, to do the cooking, just all that. And so this dramatically changed my life in a different but equally profound way. And the fear would come up, but I didn't have an opportunity. So if you've ever been a mom or a nurse or somebody who's, like on call for dramatic situations, you have to keep your shit together, right? You don't have the luxury of going to pieces. You have to be the one that takes care of shit. And so to do that, I'm cleansing and activating and meditating every day. But the fear was definitely being released from deep places. And I didn't realize it until I did different deeper ceremonies, experiences. And so when I say, wow, look at that, I realized that, so I had a daughter who died, and a lot of the pain and the fear and the grief and all of that is obvious, but the underlying reasons for each person that has an experience like that, of what they think about themselves, because there's some self-blame, right? It's not real, like literal, but it's like, oh no, what could I have done differently? It must be my fault. And during one deep experience, leaving my conscious mind, right? Getting out is the key. And so you can shed with ease. So at the state of acceptance, you transcend all this fear and all this conversation around what if and this and that. And you can think clearly, you can see with a lighter heart. And that's when you can look at the fear. And suddenly the fear came to me and moved through my body, and my body just cried and sobbed and coughed and spit. And I went through a past life death, and literally, like, it was like coughing. I was taking my last breath. If you've ever seen someone or an animal die, and sometimes they just die in their sleep, but sometimes they cough and there's like this last breath thing. And I went through this physically. So my physical body was releasing energies, patterns, cellular memories, DNA was switching. All of these things are in there. in a very profound way, while in my mind and in my emotional field, I felt a cleansing and a release because the awareness of what was going on came to me. So when we shed, we let go, and we don't know what's underneath it. But when you shed it, now it can come up. So in the purify phase of the experience, you're just being now. You've kind of let go, and then you're not thinking, you're not doing. I'm going to be doing energy work and light work and guiding you. We're going to have a lot of wonderful spirit guides here from angels and animals and celestials, of course, because this is all about the celestial alignment. So the planets are going to be present here with us. And most of all, I want you to realize that your job is just to let go. And you don't even have to write anything down unless you want to, okay? Because I want you to just receive. I'm ready and willing. I'm open and receptive to receive, to understand that you're in a temple of light right now that I've created before you entered. So you could tune into it now and perceive that above and below you, there is a golden cone of light. And like a beautiful temple, it does the above and below. It takes from you energies that are no longer optimal, and it infuses you with the gold light. And this is going to be part of our process, is working with the gold light. And then you may realize that you're standing inside of the all-seeing eye, like an enormous eye-shaped almond. And this means you're connected with your higher self and your I am presence, with your soul blueprint. So just take a moment to acknowledge it, to perceive it. You put out your awareness, your mind, your energy, just sense and feel it. You'll have your own experience of what it looks like. Now, in Light Body School, we do this. This is called an Infinity Healing Chamber, and we have steps that lead up to building it, and we do a lot of activation and work with these energies. They're very powerful. So they're going to be working like allies, like other guides, just because they're not in the form of an angel or a person or an animal. These are energies too, and they're benevolent, beneficial energies that are here to help us shed, purify, and prepare for who you become. The really important message here is that you, as you enter at this, as you exit this corridor that we've just entered, you will be setting the template, the blueprint for this year. And this year is setting the foundation for this decade, and this decade is the decade of transformation and transparency. So we're already seeing transparency in government and transparency in business. We're seeing how sleazy and horrible so many people are, right? And how much fear people carry in their hearts. And we're seeing some really dark underbelly of humanity right now in many areas of life. And the key is, don't watch the news. Don't fill your head full of this designed, scripted to activate your adrenals. It's designed to trigger your fear, to keep you in a state of stress. You can't walk into this next decade in a state of stress. So at the very least, ask yourself, design a challenge for yourself for the next 13, 12 days, whatever it is, of no TV, or only happy things, or only fuzzy. We call it fuzzies. We watch this channel that's all little animals and kittens and otters, and it's just the cutest thing ever. And it just makes you feel good. It raises your vibration, warms your heart, heals your body. So if you have a physical disease, you definitely cannot afford to fill your head or your mind or your emotion full of a bunch of negative nonsense that you can't do anything about, and is written in a way to be inflammatory, I guess would be the best word for that. Okay, so you have written on your sheet now, what is optimal for me at this time? And you've got shed, I'm shedding. I shed that shit. No, you've got I'm ready and willing and open and receptive. And you're ready and willing and open and receptive to shed, to let go that which no longer serves you, or that which is not optimal for me at this time. And you can write purify, and you can write prepare, and you can put your notes there. I'm going to move forward now, and we're going to experience a little bit about how this is. So let's see here. Somehow I don't understand how to control my slides. Okay, that's interesting. So welcome to the Enter 2020 Pure experience. This is what I want you to start your image with. I want you to start looking at this. What is this? This is a person and a body. Okay, this is a soul and a body. It's the above and below version of you. And this is a position of complete openness, readiness, willingness, expansiveness. So physically, if you can right now, do this. You can stay sitting, but take your arms and put them out. And it makes you tilt your head back a little, doesn't it? And now move them even further back. And just stay there for a moment and feel your heart chakra. Feel it stretching and opening. Feel it expanding. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. And go ahead and bring your arms down if you want to. And just rest them in your hands. And this temple of light that you're becoming aware of, you saw and felt that the golden light above and below you, this cone, and this enormous all-seeing eye that you're within, meaning you're connected to your Akashic records, which means everything that you've done, thought, been, experienced in this life, in other lives, in parallel lives, and lives you'll be in your timeline now. And it's not that it's scripted for you, but it means you do have access to it, which means you have access to skills. It means you have access to remember, oh, I've died 15 times. Okay, I guess I don't need to be afraid of death anymore. I can start living. Fear of death is a huge one for almost everybody. And we've been going through that. Chris had to go through the summer for himself personally, and I went through my version of it. I might die tomorrow. When you're told you have a brain tumor, you're pretty certain that's a strong option. And this is why we have to carefully control our environment, who we talk to, what information we allow in, what we believe, that we detach from and let go of all of the hooks that say, this could happen, what if? And it's a very healing and empowering experience. Having a near-death experience, having the experience of thinking about, I might die, what's important. Of course, it strengthened our love, and it strengthened the opportunity for us to be more present in the moment, to stop working too much. And we're together all day, every day, and we've been massively in love for 14 years. It's only gotten better, which I didn't think could happen before this relationship. I've always saw relationships go downhill from the start. And everything then meant, oh, there's all forms of things possible. And Chris said to me one day early in our relationship, I said, well, it's too bad. My experience is that everything goes downhill and this is so great. And he said, well, you're the one that thinks you can create your own reality. Why don't you decide things can go up? And it did. And that's the premise of our time in our relationship. And we love our work, but we work too much. And so finding the opportunity in whatever you're in right now. Now, you've probably been shedding and having losses and failures and relationship shifts and transitions of your own. This is the opportunity. Now, I want you to just, as you're relaxing, I want you to acknowledge your physical body. So just scan it, feel it. Feel your head, become aware of your eyes, your jaws, your neck, your shoulders. Feel your arms and your hands. Feel the pulsing in your palm. That's a very powerful chakra. It's an energy center that does massive healing work. You do scanning with it and healing and pulling and flushing. And Now just feel your heart, your chest, your belly. Notice where you have discomfort or tension, and then just move your awareness down your legs and into your feet. Now that you're centered in your body, I want you to just say to yourself, I am now ready and willing and open and receptive to become aware of my light body, my energy body, my luminous energy field. And just stay silent there for a moment. Now, as you become more and more aware of the expansiveness of you, the colors, the energies, the patterns, the movement, maybe just a sense of heat or expansiveness, I want you to just allow your awareness to rise up into your inner eye, the center of your brain, your pineal, your pituitary. And from here, I want you to become aware of the top of your head, of your crown, and feel the coronets, the points around the crown, where a crown would sit on your head. Begin to feel the energetic crown pulsing, the little spikes, the little coronets. There's lots of little light beams coming from your head. Now we ask for a third eye crown fusion, allowing our inner eye to awaken to a new level, because we are here, ready and willing, open and receptive, to shed that which no longer serves us, to release, to realign, to remember, and to receive. We ask today to purify, to become the master of our minds, emotions, and bodies, and to be able to be calm, present, peaceful state, so that we may rejuvenate, so that we may remember and refill with energy, possibility, reconnect with our inner vision and our heart, our soul, and our higher self. And we are here today to be aligned with our highest good for that which is optimal for each of us at this time. And in this Akashic Ascension sphere, this white sphere of light around this entire beautiful light chamber, we ask that we be allowed to receive the guidance, to be fully an excellent receiver, receptive to the guidance and love that our higher self and our spirit guides will all bring together to prepare to walk in to this new world, this new decade. Now just feel into the duality. Being in a body is about the above, the below, the masculine and feminine sacred energies, the material and the physical. So allow your awareness to expand, to become an excellent receiver. Take a deep breath in. Welcome. So now what we'll do, this is Akasha, Nanakasha. Hello there. We're going to tune into this cosmic corridor that we're in. Now that you're aware of the space you're in, you've declared that you're ready and willing, the energies are already working with you. So from the 6th through the 13th is a huge opportunity to raise your state. That's your state of consciousness. Are you living in fear or anger or constant craving and desire, shame, guilt? Or are you living in courage or willingness? Are you living in acceptance, happiness, joy? And how often? Because none of us have mastered our state enough to stay in one place all the time, and that's okay too. The key is to be able to raise your state and stay there as long as possible, and then go back again and practice like going to the energetic gym. This is our scale of vibrational rates of consciousness we use in light body healing, and it shows you that the frequency, the rate, that's just a speed, a number to give us a comparison. Shame is the lowest vibration. So if most people are carrying some shame, some humiliation, some feeling of despising themselves or someone else or something that's happened or the government or whatever, right? Then there's guilt, which involves the emotion of blame. So if you are blaming yourself, blaming the economy, blaming your parents, blaming the government, blaming anybody, it's time to shed that shit, okay? Everything under courage is a force state, okay? So David Hawkins, in his book, Power versus Force, studied these states of consciousness. Everything down here, guilt, indifference is like, despair, hopelessness, depression, giving up, feeling hopeless, and I've tried, it doesn't work, right? Grief, which I've had a massive amount of in my life, involves a lot of regret in your emotional field. A lot of feeling, tragic, being afraid something else is going to happen that's tragic because you just can't handle it, right? So look at these states, understand them. When you're in fear, which I saw the fear coming up, I realized in that big moment of crying and releasing that I had an inner belief that I wasn't even aware of, that if I didn't take care of Chris and know the perfect thing to do, cook the perfect meal, make sure everything was taken care of, making sure I had no stress, making sure I found the perfect, person or doctor or medicine or natural remedy for him, if he died or something he didn't heal correctly or something, it was going to be my fault. And that fear came and was attached to my daughter dying. Because it's like somebody I love died and somebody I love might die again. And so those fears, look what fear is. I was carrying the fears around. That means there's some anxiety. That means that thoughts can become frightening. You can scare yourself. I call it the poor mind or the poor girl in there, right? Oh my God, that's going to happen again. You better not do that. This is going to happen. This is the shit we got to leave behind, okay? We've got to leave behind the perspective of punishment, judgment, denying ourselves or other people, condemning people. It isn't anybody else's fault. It isn't anything's fault. You are where you are. You're here for a reason at a perfect moment. So up the scale, the addiction is massive. That craving, that's what workaholism is. I got to succeed. I have to have this. I need this. I do that. And I'm not good enough. Having that sense of craving, never feeling. This is one of the biggest things holding people back is unfulfilled desires at a lower level. If you've got those, let's put those down. Unfulfilled desires at a lower level. I'm putting that under the shed because I don't need to know what they are. I can just say, you know what, if I have a desire like, from when I was a little kid that I didn't get recognized and someone else did or whatever it is, if that's living in there, I'm unconscious of it, it's still affecting my life. And so I don't want it anymore. That's what this shedding stuff is. So any thoughts that are disappointing, those have got to go. So let's just say that if you feel stuck or you feel like a slave, or you feel like you can't break a pattern, look where you are. Process enslavement at the level of addiction, craving, disappointment. This is the desire disappointment loop here. What you desire, not from a inner heart desire, but I need this, right? What we're convinced we have to have a big TV and a skinny butt and a, big bank account and a this and a that to be a good enough person, and then the right girl will date us, or then we'll be good enough for our parents, or then we'll be safe enough in the world. None of that is true. We have to break that pattern. That's what this corridor is about. Anger, you can see that's hate and antagonism and aggression, and we're seeing a lot of that in the world, and so on. So when you reach courage, it's called a power state. It has a little bit of power in it. You feel a little bit more positive, right? And then you feel a little more empowered. And when you get to trust, it goes to optimism, and acceptance is our goal, because from acceptance and up, you transcend the what ifs, you transcend the fears, you transcend all of that, okay? So that was a mini lesson in the scale and states of consciousness, and massive deep information about that. If you're interested in working with me or Light Body School, just let me know. And here we're going to really focus on our opportunity with the energies around us in this corridor. So we're in incredibly powerful times with a very powerful cosmic alignment that actually nobody on the planet has been through. I'm calling it a cosmic corridor because that's what it feels and looks like to me energetically, like we are walking through an opening in space and time, and energy, specific energies that will never be here again are opening, and they're giving us an opportunity. They're very powerful. They're going to affect your life and everybody's life no matter what. 2020 has this potent cosmic energy. And with the up-leveling or breakdowns, however you want to look at it, in 2019, it's time that we seriously dive into this amazing opportunity for metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means you completely let go of your form. The caterpillar can't think of itself as a caterpillar. It can't crawl like a caterpillar. It doesn't even have a body anymore. It completely liquefies and then reforms into something new. This is your opportunity. The more you shed, the more you purify, the more you enter prepared. You don't have to know anything. You have to unknow shit, okay? The more you're going to have the power and the strength to really soar in 2020. So this cosmic corridor is about massive transformation. I'm not an astrologist. I read and talk to people that I trust. And all I can tell you is that the Saturn and Pluto are connecting, and that every time this has happened in the past, every person, every culture, every society, every country goes through massive transformation. So I would think being ready for this is the best idea. And this is so perfect for how I feel. This is what it is. Moving powerfully forward, open heart chakra, right? Arms up, letting go, letting everything that was just move away from you. So take a moment and breathe this image in. Maybe move your body like that, really open, and then feel and give permission to what no longer serves you to begin to dissolve, to gently dissipate, to be absorbed into this beautiful chamber of light. All right, good. So now all the struggles and the losses and the breakdowns and the breakthroughs have led you to this moment. I want you to say yes, like you are so happy because your soul led you here to this moment. You did it. I want you to see this moment, not like, oh, but I didn't do this and I did that, and why is this way? You're going to go, wow, I rock. Somehow I got here. I don't understand any of it. I love that state of being a beginner's mind, being a 0 point. And damn, I did it. Yes. Now you're tuned into that energy field. You've decided to let go of what no longer serves you. All of your guides and your angels and the light body council, the structure, they're all starting to move your energy. They're starting to uncover, unburden, release, weave your energy field. And I want you to just take a moment to tune in, to let go of the poor girl, to let go of the fears, to let go of the judgments, but let her come up first. We don't ignore that part of us, we embrace it. So I want you to take a moment of silence to let this part of you, the part that gets upset, that's depressed, that's attached to other people's beliefs or what happened, to any of those low states that we talked about that you're ready to shed, just embrace her. This is about acceptance. Give her a moment. Say, please come forward. It's time that you graduate. It's time that you be freed from this job, and you're going to rise up. So you're going to have take all the power, all the experience you've had keeping me depressed and guilty and full of shame and anger and fear. You've done a great job. Come on up. Come fully out. I'm accepting and loving you, thanking you for what you've done in the past, because believe it or not, these thoughts and beliefs that have kept you, there was a part of you that said, yes, these are good. Yes, these are what I need to have to be safe, but they don't serve you anymore. So it isn't whether they're right or wrong or good or bad. They're not optimal for you at this time. So I'll be silent for a moment. Feel free to close your eyes. Feel your energy body. Feel that magnificent field of yours that you've tuned into. And through the whole field, open your heart and ask for this part of you that's holding any thoughts, patterns, beliefs, emotions, agreements, attachments at any level of my being that keeps me in shame through pride, lower states, to come forward into my heart. I welcome you. I open my arms. You've done an excellent job. And just create what we call the acceptance lounge in your heart chakra. Just open your heart, create this beautiful, welcoming place. And feel the guilty girl, the shame girl, the fear girl, whatever it is, boy, mind, come in. Just be in a welcoming place, allowing the energies to be unlocked, untied, and unhooked. Because these feelings and these parts of us, we hide them, we lock them away, we don't like them. So relax while the unhooking and unlocking happens, and just be in that receptive mode. Very good. So now, while you have all these energies coming up to your heart, don't feel like you have to hold them. If you feel an emotion, that's fine. Feel it, cry. But allow it as part of the acceptance. You're the transition zone. So feel it coming up and acknowledging, yes, I've been afraid of this part of me. Yes, I've had this fear, this guilt. And just be the transition, because as it comes up and is accepted, you reabsorb the strength and the beauty and the power of that energy, and the rest begins to transmute through you, because we're already in the shedding process. The light cone above and below is taking the energies out as they are needed to be cleared away. Very gentle, very subtle, and we allow it to continue. So I want you to, as you're allowing, receiving, accepting, transmuting this, feel the cosmic energies this alignment of planets, this cosmic corridor. It is a corridor of massive transformation. It doesn't judge or care. There's no failure. There's nothing you've done or not done that can prevent you from transitioning from the old to the new. This decade will be the defining one. It's the decade of transformation and transparency. There's no more hiding from yourself. There's no more hiding when the governments are being shown up. Everything. It's time to accept yourself and soar. Judge and fear, and you struggle even more. Instead, say to yourself, I accept myself, everything I've done and not done, everything that's happened. I accept it all. Feel yourself opening your heart, your mind, your hands, your body into a fully open and receptive state. I accept myself fully, completely. I accept myself. I let go and forgive. Feel the emotions draining away. I rise and transcend into harmony, thoughts of beauty and possibility. I accept myself and now feel the bright light of the central sun, the golden ray that has all the rays of creation in it, pour down to you and through you. Compassion. Feel it infusing your mind, your forehead, your head, as if there's a sun warm upon it, pouring down, down, down. Slowly infusing through your skin and muscles into every tendon, bone, lymph, blood, veins, cells, all the way down, organs, glands, and into your subtle body. Take a deep breath in and receive. And let that continue to work with you. I want you to recognize right now, acknowledge all of the passionate effort and personal growth, all of the inner work, the meditation, yoga, journaling, dreaming, whatever you've done. They've all been for a reason. Acknowledge it right now, like you've won the race. You realize you did it. Right now, you get to harvest your soul's path. Now see and feel yourself. You can be open-eyed following the slides. You can be closed-eyed, deep in your energy. Whatever way is optimal for you, follow it. Listen to your heart, your beat, your energy. Listen now as your solar plexus, your inner sun, your belly opens like a sunflower. The spiral of thousands and thousands of seeds of potential and possibility that your soul has kept for you is opening and awakening now. It will continue to open as you shed and purify. There's so many significant cosmic alignments this year that I want you to say in your heart again. I've been preparing for this new wave of energy for a long time. Conscious or not, I accept who I am, how I got here, and that today I go deep to complete my letting go of the past. Shed, shed, shed. Feel yourself shedding, releasing letting go of the fear, feeling the heaviness, the burden in your heart or on your shoulders or on your mind, lifting, dissolving, moving further and further away. You feel lighter and lighter, more expansive, more flexible. You feel in tune with your whole energetic field as all of these energies in this temple of light, in this cosmic corridor, the celestials, they come in and move through you, cleansing, clearing, healing, weaving out the old, letting go, detaching, unhooking. Release, release, release. Declare, I let go of fear. I let go of shame. I let go of guilt. I let go of addiction and craving and anger. I let go of all that no longer serves me now, now, now. Relax and deeply sense and feel this rare alignment of cosmic energies, these celestial beings, conscious energies that hold rare, powerful information, energies, triggers that can open your soul triggers and will dramatically shift the vibration of you and the earth up and down, up and down, in and out, in and out. Feel it, sense it. It's like a spiritual hug, squeezing and expanding, squeezing and expanding, like the serpent, up and down, back and forth, up to your highest spiritual blueprint, down into your body, out into your expanded intuitive mind, back into your conscious, logical, creative mind, in, out, up, down. Feel this pulsing, this massage from the celestials, moving your energies. And just like when you squeeze a muscle that is so tight, that is tense, that is not flexible, that is not relaxed, that is not in flow, if you squeeze it, if you pinch it, it begins to let go. Go with the energy in and out. Allow now this pulsing in this cosmic corridor to move your energy, your thoughts, your feelings, all that no longer serves you. Squeezing it up and out of every level of your light being to shed, shed, shed. Let go. Now close your eyes if they aren't already and focus into your field. Allow your awareness to expand to a level you've never perceived before. There's nothing to do, only to be. Be as present and aware, listening, watching, and observing. And tune into this cosmic corridor. Tune into Pluto, to Saturn. Tune into the cosmic energies this month, the full moon, all of these different, creating a unique corridor. That corridor pulses in and out. It's an energy corridor, and you are an energy being. Feel yourself now, let go and go with the flow, in and out. With every in breath, you feel it like a strong hug of the most loving mother, squeezing you, pressing down, releasing all that no longer serves you. And then out, you let go and you feel yourself expand, rise up. all the magnetic fields of each of these planets, stars, and alignments. The energies weave together to create this beautiful corridor, and these energies that move in and out, in and out. Take a moment to really focus in on allowing that shedding to complete. Say, I'm ready and willing, and open and receptive to let go. And simply allow this massage from the universe. Enjoy. Now, as you feel this energy moving in and out, taking out the old, bringing in new energies, unhooking from old beliefs, reweaving the neural pathways. This is a huge ascension and awakening process. So, like all processes, accept and move in and out of the dark and the light, the fear and the love. Just allow it all to flow and begin to feel within you that butterfly, that you are becoming, just the beauty of it. Feel it stirring in your heart. Your heart begins to whisper, rise above. This cosmic corridor is here to allow you, assist you. Stop denying or forgetting your light body. Everything is energy. Activate, cultivate, communicate with your luminous energy field so you can rise up, not wade through. Take a moment now to feel and see this and say it as a command. I'm ready to acknowledge, communicate, cultivate, and activate my light body to accept all of who I am and allow it to help me rise up through this time and into this year. I release any program, pattern, or need to wade through this energy and struggle. Let it go. Feel it going down to your very DNA and flipping the switches, letting go of the struggle, the servitude, the slavery. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Reweaving, awakening. Now you feel a new wave of energy, and your heart whispers, transcend. Release the thinking of fix it, judge it, good, bad. Release, release, release. Now start thinking lighter. Raise yourself up. Expand. Feel more of your energy field. I raise above the darkness, the fear, the shame. I keep transcending. No judgment, just acceptance. And it begins to fall away. I accept, I forgive, I come into harmony, I transcend, and I accept. I am compassion. Now all the old patterns have no choice but to fall away. You feel yourself light, pure light, lighter than you've ever felt before. Floating, floating, your heart open. Higher and higher, you feel yourself expanded, not just connected to your own light body, but to the light of the planet, to the light of the moon, the stars, the sun, the galaxy. You continue to feel yourself expand and expand. How vast you are. Feel yourself vast and powerful, pure, floating. And now it's time to complete your shedding. The darkness is too heavy to carry into this new wave of being, this expanded light being that you are, transcendent, let it go, acceptance. Feel yourself in this state. If there's anything you still have to let go of or unpack, allow it to be taken from you now. You feel yourself surrounded by light beings, guides, angels, and the celestials. And they are taking everything from you and harmonizing with you. You feel the frequencies as you harmonize with the planet and the cosmos, and you acknowledge the time has come to an end for shedding, assessing, and evaluating. Time has come to be one with your light field, with the universe, the planet, the cosmos, source, the infinite field, and all that is. Everything that is left to shed, allow it to gather in your belly. And as it gathers in your belly, you feel the light of the central sun expanding in your belly, like the most powerful sunlight you've ever allowed in. The lightness of your true being begins to purify. As the pure light of the central sun, your central sun chakra, and your own personal central sun in your solar plexus grows and expands, the last of what you are here to unpack, release, shed is going as the first phase of purification begins to move through you. Think of what else you can shed. Declare that you're letting go and you're ready and willing to move into the new, pure, open, detached, higher and higher, more expansive you feel, ready for cosmic alignments. Last chance, last call. Let anything else come up into your heart, and let the light from the belly begin to gently release it. Feel things dissolving, moving away, moving, shifting, the light expanding within you. The fear leaving, and the golden key to your true, brilliant soul blueprint. The you your soul intended. You see it deep within, shining, glowing, moving. Light, color, grace, ease, peace, love, power, joy. It's stirring deep, deep within your being, and it's calling you. You've now shed enough to hear the call of your soul, to feel the fluidity and beauty of your true beingness. Peace takes over your entire being. The shedding is over. I align with that which is optimal for me at this time. I see past the fog clearly into the infinite nature of my being. The 12th ray streams consciousness from source that stimulates this ascension process, and I'm ready and willing to fulfill my divine potential. I allow the golden ray, this potent form of God light energy, the highest frequency, to heal, purify, expand, cleanse, clear, and realign me to unity consciousness, to the great central sun. Back to my truth. I allow this to enter my hands, my heart, my mind, and my being, that I may be the creator, with all 12 rays of creation at my ready. Allow the golden light to continue to move through you gently, and simply feel yourself floating, expansive, purify, release, let go, relax, expand, purify, release, expand, 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 expand. Floating in this pure gold light space, you are one with Source, one with the infinite, one with everything you've been, will be, can be, all that you know. Here in the purification process, simply allow yourself to become as expanded, receptive, relaxed, and open as possible. The energies, your higher self, and your soul's blueprint know exactly what to do. The gold light continues to expand, heal, and awaken. And the violet light of fire, the divine seventh ray of creation, the violet light, the most powerful cleansing tool of transmutation, begins to move through you. You simply relax as these two lights cleanse, karma, transmute, alter. This is the purification, the liquefaction phase of the metamorphosis. Divine entities, these celestials, this cosmic corridor are holding a powerful space just for you. And this cleansing tool of transmutation, gentle, powerful, loving, begins to move through you, melting your form, who you thought you were mentally, emotionally, even physically. Anything you want to burn away or let go of, clear or transmute now, easily and gracefully dissolves in the violet light of fire. Relax and receive, expand as these two energies, the Infinity Healing Chamber, the Light Body Council, and I assist in this expansion and purification. Be ready and willing and open, receptive to whatever you feel, see, think. You're going to be so much more connected to your truth, to your past, and free of judgment or fear around it. I am light. I am love. I am flow. I am infinite. I am that. Welcome back. Not entirely certain where we dropped off, but move back into a space or stay in the space of calm. So we're in the middle of shedding the old, purifying, and preparing to walk through this cosmic corridor. So finish and complete that shedding and feel the golden ray. Feel how it is streaming through your body and your consciousness, through your light field, and this entire light chamber that we're in, opening and awakening to your full divine potential. Feel this God light energy moving, healing, realigning, and allowing your deep central sun to open, to expand, to purify. Feel the gold ray expanding more and more and more, and feel the purifying expanding. Feel how you are simply expanded space, become a receiver, expand further and further, and allow the golden ray to now purify your mind, your emotions, your body, falling away from you with ease and grace. All that you've shed allowed you to expand so light. Feel yourself continuing to expand, the gold light filling you, moving from within to without, switching the DNA, awakening the blueprint, aligning you with your higher self. You feel the celestials, the planets, the stars, the angels and archangels. You feel all of your guides and the ascended masters. You feel the elementals and the nature spirits and all of the guides within and around you. You feel them moving in this beautiful state as you connect to unity consciousness. And now you feel the purify phase moving as this golden ray continues to expand and awaken, reconnecting you to your soul blueprint, awakening your 8 original cells, opening your mind. The violet light of fire, the 7th divine violet light of creation, the tool of transmutation, begins to move through you. The purifying process moves as the gold and violet rays move in a dance, and the divine entities around you hold a powerful space as this cleansing tool clears your karma, purifies and releases any more attachments, hooks, and begins to liquefy, just like the liquefaction phase of metamorphosis. You begin to change your form, your appearance, your nature, your beliefs, your thoughts, and your feelings burn away, detach, clear, transmute. You begin to feel the shift. You no longer identify with the old you, and you expand into this pure space. Now declare that you're ready and willing and open and receptive, and begin to notice and feel your chakras, your energy centers, your subtle bodies, all the parts of your luminous energy field and your light body. They're pulsing with energies and colors you've never felt. They're flowing together. Feel this purification, expanding your awareness. You feel and see the energies of who you are like you've never done before, and you're ready to prepare. Now tune in and feel your entire light field. Sense the energies pouring in from the infinite field down through your pillar of light, through your crown and your head and your throat and your heart, and down your hands and out your hands. Feel it pouring through your organs and your belly and your solar plexus, your soul, sacral and your root, down your legs, out your feet, clearing your feet chakras, out and down and up again. Feel your subtle bodies and your chakras pulsing and opening, and feel the template of Metatron's cube, your soul blueprint, opening. You see the cosmic corridor around you, all of your guides, angels, archangels, angelic realms, and the guides that are here to walk you through, to prepare for this corridor and this year are here. Enjoy your journey. Around you is your infinite field, a vast and infinite sea, sky, light, everything. You can soar, you can run, you can fly. You're guided, supported, you're limitless. Enjoy your preparation journey that's unique for each person. Fly, soar, see, feel, enjoy, receive until I bring you back. Begin to slowly come back from your journey through the cosmic corridor with all of your guides and angels, through this journey to feel, sense, prepare, get an idea, receive guidance after you've shed the past and all that no longer serves you. Affirm that in your heart. I have permanently shed all that no longer serves me. And I have purified and reconnected to that which is optimal for me at this time. And I have prepared and I am ready for this corridor. I'm ready for this new year. I'm ready to be and receive as the true being, fully in my light, present, peaceful. I accept I am that I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now slowly, slowly begin to feel your awareness coming from this expanded journey, from this cosmic corridor, gently and slowly back into this moment, becoming aware of the room around you, of your body, back into your body, but with your new light. And as you enter your body, you feel a massive explosion, like a new star being born. And gently, gently, you feel yourself clicking into place. The new blueprint, the new light, the new energy, the pure, expanded, aware, connected you. Feel your face, your head, your hands, your feet. Feel your back as you lay and become aware of what you're sitting or laying on. Feel and sense the movement, the lightness, the living, pure pulse of all of this cosmic energies, these celestials you've connected with. Really feel this cosmic corridor around you as you walk now through this corridor till January 13th when you emerge enlightened. Feel yourself connected to a new level of source energy, of love, support, creativity. Feel yourself pulsing with courage and strength and acceptance. Feel yourself open and receptive in wonder and full receptivity of your new communication with your infinite field and light body. Feel and sense this expanded you. And as you take time to fully integrate back into this moment, moving your body, put your hands together and breathe in as you hold them in front of you. Feel this body glowing with light and love, and declare, I am ready and willing, and I am connected. I am already that which is optimal for me at this time is easy for me to see, to follow, to align with, and any echoes, memories, any attachments, beliefs, thoughts, or relationships in the past, every past moment from now, no longer has power over me. I see it. I watch it. And I purify it. If it is a part of me, it enters, and if it is no longer serving me, it easily falls to the side. I now agree and accept this new power, this new light, this new life force, and this new connection to this cosmic guidance, to this corridor, to this moment, to this journey, to my soul, to my higher self, and to my true purpose. I am that I am. I am light. I am love. I am infinite. Yea, Escher, yea. And so it is. Thank you so much for going on this journey, for preparing. I'm so excited to see what happens to you. Take a moment to process, to journal, to remember what it is that you've just experienced. We're going to go ahead and put these two together and send it out to you. So be sure to be on nanakasha.com email list or in my Facebook so that we can give you the link to the full activation all in one go. And remember to get in touch with me. We're getting started this year. We have a whole new light body school that's going to emerge. We have some new practitioners that are incredibly powerful, light weavers. And I want to work with you either personally with my podcasts or in my school or in my retreats in a way that allows you to be open and receptive to see and feel this gold light that is showering you with abundance and love. The infinite field is always here. The guides are always there. And anytime you feel any energy coming back, remember that you have this journey, that you've been on it. Tune back into how you feel. Take a moment to describe to yourself how you feel so you can tune back into it. Anchor it by pushing on your heart or your fingers together or thinking of a symbol or a color and then anchoring the feeling of light and gold light and expansiveness and infinite potential and the truth of who you are. I'd love to talk to you. You can email Donna, support@nanakasha.com if you'd like to talk to me about whatever kind of work you have. I want to thank many of the people who've been reaching out to me this year about your books or about our retreats or about doing work together. We're coming together to see what's emerging, and right now I am here to do private readings or journeys with you, light body scans and alignments for your new year, for your spirit guides, for whatever it is happening with you. So go ahead to nanakasha.com or come over and let us know. And all of the different ways that we serve you are all to help you find your own voice, to release all of the conditioned programs that you have a right to choose to change, to find your ability to live balance between intuitive and logic, material and spiritual, your own personal path, and you as one with all of us on this journey. The light within you is there. The magnificence within you is there. When you accept it, we all benefit. So thank you for being here. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And remember, your light is always there. You're the one that gets to choose to express it or to feel it, to enjoy it. I'm also doing healings privately or for small groups here at my beach house, including Mayan shamans and sound healers and massage and different forms of healing, as well as the healing work that I do with crystals, sound, and guided journeys. And remember that you are here for a reason. So you've done nothing incorrectly. So put your hands up. Put a smile on your face. Feel your open, expanded heart chakra and open and allow yourself to feel and receive this love infusion. Pouring down, receive it. Feel this light of divine, pure love pouring through you and to you, filling you up. And now you're overflowing, and now feel it coming from you. Be love to yourself and enjoy this journey If you would like some help in the next week, let me know. In the meantime, share how you felt, share what you did, and share this with everyone you think can be benefited by it. Namaste, Ilakech, Alakin. I am another you. You are another me. We are walking this journey together. The work you do for you do for me, you do for Gaia, you do for all. Thank you for being the light, being the love, and taking back your conscious power. Much love. Have a beautiful and blessed day.